Okay, so the final foundational movement that we're going to start with in phase one is going to be a wall sit position. So the goal with this activity is to find that stacked position in an upright posture. So I'm going to have Jason drop down into like a mini wall squat. So he's going to bend his knees and bring them slightly forward over his toes. And just like in the 90-90, I want him to think about that tripod contact. So kind of big toe, little toe, and center of the heel there. So he's kind of loading his midfoot right now, which is great. We don't want the feet so far out that there's not much bend in the knee. When we come up to the pelvis, I want Jason to feel like he can keep contact with his low back on the wall. What I don't want him to do is overly tuck, again, just like in the 90-90, and squeeze his butt to get there. We want to relax the glutes and keep the back in contact. So he's going to have to learn how to push the rib cage, especially those lower ribs, back in space to be able to keep that contact and not just overly tuck to keep that lumbar spine from going into too much of an arch. So he's doing great keeping the back of his head on the wall. You can see his chest is staying tall. If he were to exhale really hard and drop his ribs down, his head would leave the wall and his chest would sort of compress down. So we don't want that. Everything's up against the wall and his chest is nice and open. So I'm going to have him go ahead and reach forward with his arms. Just like in the bear position, I want him to reach without overreaching and flexing through the thoracic spine here. So he's just reaching and protracting those shoulders and trying to get serratus on board. So now in that position, I'm going to have him inhale through his nose gently. And then on the exhale, sigh it out. Feel the belly come back and the ribs come down and back. He's going to start off by keeping a little of that tension and then take an inhale. So the pressure is pushing back into the wall. And then as he continues to inhale, it's perfectly fine for him to let go of some of this pressure. But we sort of want to feel that pressure pushing back, the chest staying up. So, and with this reach, it's hard to see from the camera, I have him move his arms down a little bit, but you're going to notice because of his positioning, as he inhales and reaches, he's getting good expansion of his chest and it's rising up and out, which is what we want as well. So just like the other two foundations, I want you to do about 5 to 10 breaths, rest as much as you need, and you're going to go through about 3 to 5 sets of that.